Tim Collins, I'm up in the town of Fairview. I'm looking at a scary, often confusing, and dangerous intersection. It's the most frequented intersection in the town of Fairview. It's where Alabama Highway 69 passes through town and intersects Wesley Avenue, which is also known as County Road 1669. If you've ever been here, you know what the Hutch Restuarant looks like. You may have eaten there. Just right across 69, there's the Fairview Quick Stop. It's a very common intersection. What you may not know is there's a petition being circulated in Holly Pond, Fairview, up into Baileyton, maybe other places since I checked, to get at a minimum a four-way stop at this dangerous intersection. What's dangerous about this intersection? Well, if you've ever been to it, you might have some idea, but let me explain. The number one problem is when you're coming north out of Holly Pond and you get to this intersection, looking north into the town of Fairview, as you view down Highway 69 to the west or technically to the south, you can't really see what vehicles are coming at you. There's an incline at an angled highway as it enters this intersection. You add the setting west sun during evening hours, you really can't tell what to do. You don't know if a car is going to come over and hit you from the west, and while you're thinking about that, you don't know if there's a car coming directly at you or from the east, from the Baileyton job area. It's very confusing. A lot of accidents happen because of that, as best we can tell. A second problem is that many local people who have encountered that time and time again just don't mess with it. They detour at the convenience store gas station that you can see here on the right. They cut through the gas pump area. That sounds okay, but gas pumps aren't county roads or state highways. It's private property. This causes a problem with the property owner. It's public safety on both public lands and private lands. Here you can see going westbound, particularly on a setting sun, I slow down when I go through this intersection because I don't know what's going to happen. I have a yellow light going both directions on 69, and the motorists on Wesley Avenue have a red. But there's a ton of traffic here. This setup may have worked well years ago when it was first designed, but now it's become a problem to the point where there's people putting out petitions trying to fix this. The fix that they have in mind in this petition is, as a minimum, to get a four-way stop at this intersection. In a perfect world, there would be rumble strips, and there would actually be red lights that tell people very clearly what to do and not do. This would be similar to what was installed at a minimum down in Hanceville at Alabama Highway 91 and Edmondson Road. Had a fatality, public outcry. Mayor Kenneth Nell got on the stick and rustled up every elected official he could find and got ALDOT to come out and put a nice four-way stop. To this moment, there has not been any further major accidents or fatalities at that intersection. I believe that's what's desired by the petitioners here in Fairview. Talked with Doug Williams, the fire chief for Fairview Fire and Rescue. He supports, at a minimum, a four-way stop. What it boils down to is, depending on which direction you come from into this intersection and through it, visibility is a problem. And in many ways, you can't tell what's going on, and you know the 69 drivers have a yellow light. They don't have to stop. You do if you're coming north or south on Wesley Avenue. So that's the crux of it. I could get more detailed, but there's frequent accidents, anywhere from fender benders to not long ago, years-wise, a fatality, and that can happen at any time. It's my understanding that the people who want this intersection fixed don't want to have happen in Fairview what happened in Fairview, which is a fatality accident, forcing everyone's hand to take action. I think they would like to see in Fairview this intersection fixed. Now, there's more to the fix than just lights and stoplights. The Wesley Road comes at an angle. Highway 69 comes at an angle, and to do it right, everything should be 90 degrees if possible. It's not really like that. So I think this intersection will always have a little bit of difficulty, but those signing the petition want a minimum four-way stop, and it seems like a reasonable idea. So next time you're at this intersection, go out of your way, and if you haven't, come up Holly Pond Road and see it for yourself. You'll have to pull out further into this intersection than is safe and is appropriate to see what's coming northbound up Highway 69.